Dear students, in today's session we will discuss about a heap sort. Heap is a data structure which we'll be using for mainly in the priority queues. So heap is a partially ordered data structure that will be especially suitable for the implementing priority queues. So what is a heap? Heap can be defined as a binary tree. So this is also a data structure which can store, which will be implemented like a binary tree with keys assigned to its nodes. So like same way how binary tree is working, in the same way, one key per node. So in each node we will be storing a single key, provided the following two conditions are met. What are the conditions? First condition is it should satisfy the shape property. So what is the shape property? The binary tree what you are having should be a complete binary tree. We have studied in our data structure class what you mean by a complete binary tree. All its levels are full except possibly the last level where only some rightmost leaves may be missing. So what is that? So binary tree means in each of its parent node will be having maximum of 2 children. In that way, the binary tree is a all the parent nodes should have maximum of 2 children except the last level, remaining all should be completely filled, and in the last level the nodes should be filled from the leftmost side. So that is what the shape property. So shape property is telling only one thing: your binary tree should be a complete one. Complete one means all the parent nodes should have maximum of 2 children. 2 children is a compulsory thing, except the last level. Last level, it is not mandatory that the entire level should be filled, but if it has only one element also, it should be filled from the left hand side. Second property is it should have a parental dominance property, or we will call it as a heap property. That means if you are having a binary tree, every parent node should have a larger or greater or equal value than its children. The key in the node is greater or equal to the keys in its children. So we will see the example, then we'll get it what is the heap property. So heap is just a binary tree. It is a complete binary tree that will be calling as the shape property, and it will be having parental dominance. That means all the parental nodes should have the value which is greater than or equal to the keys of its children. So we will see examples. Look into this graph. Is it a complete binary tree? So which all are the parent nodes present? You should see which all are the parent nodes. 10 is a parent node, it has 2 children, no problem. Say 5 is a parent node, it has 2 children, it's filled. And 7 is a parent node which will be having only one child. But first level is completely filled, second level is completely filled, third level has filled from the left hand side. Only one more location is vacant, but it has filled from the left hand side. So this is a complete binary tree. If you are 7 is having 2 children, in that time we will be calling it as a fully complete binary tree. But this is a complete binary tree because except the last level, this is called level 10 is the first level, then 5 7 is the second level, and 4 2 1 is the third level. So 10 is completely filled, the first level is completely filled, second level is completely filled, and third level is filled, and it is filled from the left hand side. One more vacant location was there, but it is in the right hand side. So this is a complete binary tree. This is satisfying the shape property. What is the next property? Next property is it should satisfy the parental dominance. So you check all the parental nodes. Which all are the parental nodes? Nodes are 5, 7, and 10. So the parental node should have the value which is greater or equal to its children. So what is that? Which all are the child node for 5? 4 and 2. So parent is dominating our child because 4 and 2 are lesser than 5. Similarly, 7, that is a parent node, its child is 1, parent is dominating, no problem. So 5 and 7 are the children of 10. So that will be, again parent is dominating, that is 10 is dominating. So only 3 nodes are parent which will be having child nodes. And the remaining 4 to 1 are leaf nodes. So it is a complete binary tree. First property is satisfying. Second property is the parental dominance. Even that is also satisfying. So this will make a heap. So this is an example of a heap. Second, we will see one more example. How is it whether this one is a heap or not? First is a shape property. First level is completely filled. Second level is completely filled. Third level is not filled, but it is a last level. But the element should be filled from the left hand side. But here I am having one vacant location. So this is not satisfying the shape property. So this shape property is not satisfying means no need for checking the parental dominance. So this won't make a heap. We will see one more example. This one, you see in this graph whether this is a complete binary tree. First one, first level is completely filled. Second level is completely filled. Third level is not completely filled, but it is starting from the left hand side. One more vacant location is there, but it is empty, but it is in the right side. Fine. So this is a complete binary tree. That property is satisfying. That means shape property is satisfying. What about parental dominance? Again, checking the parental nodes. This one, parental nodes are 5, 7, and 10. So with respect to 5, its children are 6 and 2. But parental dominance is not satisfying in this case because 6 is the child of 5 and it is having the higher value. So always parent value should be higher. So this is not satisfying. The 5, 6 is not satisfying the parental dominance. So finally, this also won't be a heap property. So if it is a heap, it should be satisfying two property. One is shape property and second one is parental dominance. Parental dominance means the parent value or uh, parental node should have the value which is greater than the its children, and here shape property means it is satisfying the complete binary tree concept. Next is properties of a heap. So it is a complete binary tree. The height we can represent like log n. That is the first property. Second property, the root of the node will be always the largest one. We will have two options, min heap and max heap. That are the two versions of heap. We will be discussing only about a max heap. That means the root node will be the maximum compared to its children. If min heap means the root node will be minimum or the parental node will be minimum lesser value than its children. So we will discuss only about a max heap. So in that case, the parental node will have the largest value compared to its children. Then the third property is if node of a heap can be considered all its descendants is also a heap. That means if we are having a heap, its subtrees will also, if a tree is a heap, then its subtrees will also be a heap. Fourth one, a heap can be implemented in an array. How can you record it? Recording its elements in the top left, top down, top down and left to right fashion. How it is doing? We will see this example. So how it is doing is from the level by level, it is storing in the array. So in the first index, 10 will be storing. Second index, 8 and 7 will be storing. Third index, 5 to 1, 6 will be storing. Then not third index, first index 10, second index 8, third index 7, fourth index 5, 2, then fifth index 2, sixth index 1, like that. Level wise, the elements are storing. So 10, 7, 8, 7, 5, 2, 1, 6, 3, 5, 1. So in that way, it was storing the elements. You can see the index was starting from 1, even you can store from 0, no problem. So we have stored it in, it should be in the array means in continuous memory location. So it will be storing from 1 to 10, 10, 8, 7, 5, 2, 1, 6, 3, 5, 1. So those elements are stored in the array. This is the representation of a tree in an array replica. Next is, how can you construct a heap from an array? So two different ways are there. One is called a bottom-up heap construction. Second one is called a top-down heap construction. So what is bottom-up heap construction? This is important. Initialize the essentially complete binary tree with n nodes by placing keys in its or in the order given. So what is its meaning? From the graph, from the array, whatever you are having, from that you just construct the binary tree. So if you are giving the array, like in whichever order the elements are given, you just construct a binary tree. That is the first step. Then you just construct a binary tree. It is not telling that you should complete binary tree. Should not telling that it should satisfy the heap property. Then for making that arrangement, making that complete binary tree to a heap, complete binary tree means the shape property is already satisfied. The second property, the parental dominance is may not be satisfied. So the parental dominance property will be satisfying by calling a function called the heapify. So what is this parent heapify will do? Every parental node should have a larger value than its children. That will be made sure by calling the heapify function. How it is doing, that is by bottom up heap construction will be doing. So you see the first point, starting with the last parental node, check whether the parental dominance hold for the heap. So from the last parental node onwards, we are checking whether this parent is satisfying the parental dominance property. Again, if it satisfies, the next parental node will be checking. If it does not, if the parental node, the last parental node is not satisfying the heap property or the parental dominance property, what is the thing you have to do? Exchange the node's key, the current node's key value with the larger key of its children. That is the thing you have to do. Exchange the current key, whichever parent node key you are checking, that one with the larger keys of its children. Consider it's both the child, and in that which is having the higher key value, with that you should exchange. And check whether the parental dominance call for K in its new position. Now K has shifted to the position of the larger key of its children. And again, whether it is satisfying the parental dominance will be checking in its new position. This process will be continuous until K is satisfying the parental dominance property. We will see an example and then we'll explain the steps in more detail. But now you should understand what is the procedure you have to follow. First, the last parental node you check. If it is not satisfying the parental dominance property, exchanging that node with the larger key of its children. And again, until it is satisfying the parental dominance, the process will be continuing. Once that part was get over, we will be starting with the next parental node, that is the immediate predecessor of the current parent node. And this process will be continuing until you reach the root node, because root is root of the tree. Root node will be the higher last parent, the first parent node in the tree. So we have started from the last parent node. We will see one example, then it will be. Only thing you should study from this thing is, if it is not satisfying the parental dominance property, the largest key, the key will be exchanging with the largest key of its children. Okay, this example will give you what is the exact thing. So this is the first step was you construct a heap. So from this, a complete binary tree I should make. 6, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 10, 9. This was the element I am having. So I have creating a complete binary tree. 6 and then 3, then 5, then 7, then 2, then 5, 5 has left child 4, and then 10 right child, and 9 will be the last element. So this is a complete binary tree. So the shape property is satisfying. All the levels are filled. First level filled, second level filled, third level completely filled, and fourth level, that is the last level, is not completely filled, but the entry has started from the left side. So it is satisfying the complete binary tree property. Now next you create, rebuild a heap. Now this next step is find out which all are the parental nodes. From the last parental node onwards, you should check whether it is satisfying the parental dominance. Which all are the parental nodes present in this? 7 is having a left child, so 7 is a parent node. 3 is a, which is the parent node? Parent node means it should have child nodes. So 3 is having left child and right child, so 3 is a parental node. 5 is having left child and right child, so 5 is a parent node, and 6 is also a parent node. From the last parent node, you call the heapify procedure. That means you check whether this parent is satisfying the heap property, but it's whether it has the higher value than its children. No, it has only one child, but it is having higher value. So child is having higher value, so it is not satisfying the parental property. In that case, what you should do, you should exchange the values with whom, the larger of its children. But here it has only one child, so directly you can exchange. So it was exchanged. While exchanging, you see the arrangement was 7, 3, 5, 7, and 9 was last. When you are exchanging, even here also the arrangement will be changing. 7 has replaced by 9, and 9 was replaced by 7. Okay, now you see this is satisfying the parental property. Which is the next parent? 5 is the next parent. Whether it is satisfying the heap property or the parental dominance property? No, it is not satisfying the parental dominance property. In that case, what was the thing you have to do? You should find out of its children which is having the higher value, which is having the larger key value. 10 is having the larger key value. So you exchange the parental node with the higher value, the larger value of its children. So 5 and 10 you should exchange. So you will be getting 10 as the parental node and 5 as the child node. Again, you should check whether, so that process, now this subtree became also a heap, satisfying the heap property. Now the next parent you should see. Which is the next parent? 3 is the next parent. Whether it is satisfying the heap property? No, it is not satisfying the heap property. What is the procedure you have to do? Check which is the parent node, which is the higher value or larger value out of its children. So 9 is the higher value. So exchange 9 with 3. So that is the next procedure. Now 3 came down, and again I should cross check whether 3 is now became a parent, whether this is satisfying the heap property. No, it is not satisfying the heap property. So again 7 and 3 should interchange. Now that was over. Now 7 is satisfying heap property, 10 is satisfying heap property, 9 is satisfying heap property. Then the last parental node, that is 6. Whether 6 is satisfying the parental property, parental dominance property? No, because that is having a lesser value compared to its children. So what is the next procedure? Find out which is the largest one and exchange it with the largest one. Which is the largest one? 10 is the largest one. So 10 will come instead of in the place of 6, and 6 will be coming down. So you will be getting, now all the nodes, all the parental nodes are satisfying the heap property, and the tree is a complete tree. So this is a heap. So you have constructed a heap. This is called a bottom-up procedure. One more example. So first, which all are the parent nodes you should see? 7, 9 and 2 are the parent nodes. So already it is a complete binary tree. So only parental property I should check. Parental dominance I should check. So 7 and 8. 8 is a higher value. So you should exchange. So 8 will be coming as a parent. Then 9. 9 will be checking with its children. Yes, it is satisfying the dominance property, parental dominance property. So no problem. Again, next parent will be, so this will be comparing the arrow mark arc will be indicating which comparison will be happening. Here it was comparing with both of its children. So it is not making any problem because the children are lesser than the parent node key value. So what we will do, next parent will be checking, which is the next parent, 2 will be checking. 2 is having the lesser value compared to its children. So we should exchange the value. You should find out which is the largest one. Largest one is 9. So 9 and 2 will be updating. Again, 2 is making a problem for its children, that is 5 and 6. So again, finding which is the largest one. 6 is the largest one. It will be replacing 2 and exchanging with 6 and 2. Now 6 is satisfying the heap property, 8 is satisfying the heap property, and 9 is satisfying the heap property. So that this is a complete binary tree. So this is making a heap. Next is top-down heap construction. It constructs a heap by successive insertion of a new key into the previously constructed heap. That's why it is called a top-down approach. Every time it will be adding one element to the currently existing, currently constructed heap. First, attach a new node with key k in its after the last leaf of the existing heap. So as a last leaf, it will be adding a new node, and then shift k up to the appropriate place in the new heap as follows. Compute k with its parent key. If the later is greater or equal to k, stop it. That means you are adding a new node. New node is k. That will be added as the leaf node of the currently existing one. And checking whether after adding that new node in the currently existing one, whether its parent is satisfying the heap property. If its parent is satisfying the heap property means you are added a smaller value as a leaf than its parent. So it is no need for any process to continue. So you can stop, it's already a heap, you can stop it. Else, otherwise swap the two keys and compare k with its new parent. Otherwise, you should swap the keys and compare k with the new parent. Find out which is the largest one and swap it. And that process again you should continue. We will see an example. And this swapping will continue until k becomes either a greater element than its children, or k should reach at the root location. So this example will give you what is that. I want to, this is the current heap existing. This is a heap. It is a complete binary tree. That is true. And all the parent node is higher than its children. So this is a complete, sorry, this is a heap. So you have to insert 10. What is the first thing you should do? Adding 10 as a leaf node of the parent node. So you see, you are adding, if one more element is coming, this is the only vacant location I am having. So there I will be adding 10. Now its parent I am checking. Whenever you are adding a new node, that will be acting as a leaf. So its parent, whether it is after adding also, whether this parent will be satisfying the heap property, I should check. Is it satisfying the heap property? It is not satisfying the heap property because the inserted value is 10, which is higher than the current parental node value. That is, parental node value was 8. So what is the procedure? In the same way, checking which is the largest one, and this value will be interchanging with the key. So 10 will be coming here and 8 will be coming down. Again, it will be checking with its parent. Its parent will be 9. So again, whether this 9 will be satisfying the heap property, it's not satisfying the heap property because the parent is having the lesser value. So again, it will be interchanging. So 10 will be coming over the top, and 9 will be coming down. Now the inserted value reached at the root node. That point, it has stopped the exchange process, and again this will be a heap. You see 6 is satisfying already the property, and 9 is satisfying the heap property, and 10 is also satisfying the heap property, and it is a complete tree. So this is a heap. Second, one case is this will be reaching up to the root. Instead of that, if this root was 11, then after this exchange itself it will stop, because 11 and 10 were comparing. 11 and 10 were comparing, and then 10 is a smaller value. So in this process itself, you can stop the exchange. This is for the top-down approach. How can you delete an element from the heap? We will be discussing only about the root node will be deleting. Root will be the maximum out of all the elements in the heap. So how can you delete? Exchange the root key with the last key k of the heap. That is the first thing. First thing, exchange the root with the last element in the key. Last key of the heap. Second one, decrease the heap size by 1. Decrease the heap size by 1. And third one, calling the heapify procedure. That will be the bottom-up heap construction algorithm that we have already seen. What is the heapify or bottom-up construction? We'll see the example that will give you clear idea. So this was the array heap I am having. I want to delete 9 from this heap. What is the first step it was telling me? You delete which one? You interchange 9 with the last element in the heap. So 9 and 1 will be interchanging. That is the first part. Second step was telling you delete the last element. That means 9 has deleted. So this was the remaining tree. That is the second step was telling you reduce the size of the heap by 1. That means you are deleting the last element. That is the current 9 will be deleting. And the remaining will be this one. And I am applying bottom up heapify procedure for getting this as a heap. So how can you get it as a heap? Check all the parental nodes and whether it is satisfying the heapify property from the last parent node onwards. So here I have only two parental node, 8 and 1. So with respect to 8, I am checking whether it is satisfying the heap property. Yes, it is satisfying the heap property, so no problem. Second one, I will be checking with the whether this is satisfying the heap property. With respect to 1, it is not satisfying the heap property. So 5 will be coming here, 1 will be coming over here. Again, 1 is not satisfying the heap property with respect to its child nodes, that is 5, 2 and 5. So which is the largest one? 5 will be coming over here, 1 will be coming back. So this will be making a heap. Last is heap sort. For examination point of view, you study only this heap sort. So only heap sort part question will come. But heap sort has two steps. First is a heap construction. Second is maximum deletion. So heap construction was our bottom up approach, and maximum deletion will be the last point I was discussed. So you have to know both the things. So the heap sort is having two things. First is you construct the heap. Second is you are deleting. Deletion will be always the higher value will be deleting. So that will be all largest value out of all the key will be deleting and keeping in one location. Then the next largest will be taking and keeping it in the keeping before the other elements. So that way the largest element will be taken out from the keys and it will be arranging in the increasing order. That is called deletion. We will see with the help of example. First is construction. We have seen the same example. I am just going through it one more time. So the our elements are arranged like this. I have constructed a heap. From the parental node onwards, I am checking. Parental nodes are 7, 3, 5, 6 because it has child nodes. Remaining are leaf nodes. From the last parental node onwards, I am applying heapify. This is not satisfying the heap property. So it will be going into the next one. That will be interchanging 7 and 9 because this is not satisfying the heap property. Next is next parental node 5. So 10 and 4 is comparing. The larger value will be coming and interchanging with the 5. You will be getting this. Then with respect to 3, again it is checking its child nodes, and which is the large one that will be replacing or exchanging. Now with respect to 3 is also not satisfying, so 3 should come down and 7 should go. Now with respect to 6 and these two value will be comparing, and 6 will be coming down and 10 will be going up. Again 6 will be satisfying the heap property. Now you have constructed a heap. 7, 9, 6 and 10 is satisfying the heap property, as well as the tree is a complete binary tree. So this is a heap. So first part is done, that is the heap construction. Accordingly, the elements in the array has also changed. Second one is deleting the element. Deleting the element means the top element will be deleting. So which is the top element? So this was the initial case. These are the process I should do when I am deleting. Exchanging the root of the key with the last element, decreasing the key size and calling heapify. So which is the element I should first exchange? 10 and 3 will be exchanging. 10 and 3 will be exchanging, and then 10 will be deleting, and the remaining part will be 3, 9, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5. Tell me, I'm telling one more time. First step is exchanging root key with the last element. That means 10 and 3 will be exchanging and decreasing the heap size by 1. So means last element is deleting and remaining will be applying with the heapify procedure. So we will be having this as a structure, and I should uh, do the heapify procedure, exchanging the root key with the last element, and we have decreased the array size, and now you should do the heapify procedure. So the deleted value, we have exchanged the 3 and 10, and this value I have deleted. So these are the remaining value or semi heap existing now, and I should do the heapify for this elements. So for this semi heap. So 10 I have taken and it is deleted part, and I am now considering only from 1 to 6. So 3 with respect to 7, this is satisfying the heap property. With respect to 6, this is satisfying the heap property. But with respect to 3, it is not satisfying the heap property. So I should do the heapify procedure. So we find out the largest element and replacing it with the larger one. So 3 and 9 will be exchanging. Again, 3 is not satisfying the heapify procedure. So 3, find out the largest one and exchanging. That means the 7 will be coming on top, and this will be. So in this step, this was constructed a heap. Again, what is the next procedure? Delete 9. I should delete 9 from this. So how can I delete 9? Again, the same procedure. What is the first step? Exchange the root of the key with the last of the last element, which is the last element in the heap. That is 5. So 5 and 9 will be exchanging. Next is 9 should delete. So 9 will be deleting, and then you should apply the heapify based on the root. So this will be the element I am having. So the values I have interchanged, I have reduced the size. Now the elements are 9 and 10, that both I have deleted, and the remaining semi heap will be changing from 0 to 5, and this is the heap I am having, and I am calling heapify procedure. So with respect to 5, that is not satisfying the heap property because its children 7 and 6 are higher value. Again, finding the larger element out of its children, that is 7. 7 and 5 are interchanging. 7 and 5 are interchanging, so you will be getting this as a heap. Again, 5 is having the children 3 and 2. This is already satisfying the heap property, so no need of any updation. Now which element should delete? 7 should be the value delete because that is the root of the heap. So when you want to delete it, what is the procedure? Exchange 7 with the root of the last element in the tree, that is 4. 7 and 4 will be interchanging, deleting 7, and remaining elements we are applying heapify procedure. So first is exchanging the root, that is 7 and 4 will be interchanging. Next is decreasing the heap size, that means 7 is deleting, and then applying the heapify procedure. So this will be the tree you will be getting, and based on the 4 you will be doing the, you can see 7 is added into the deleted part, and 4 will be coming as the parent first node. So that will be the root. With respect to 4, again I am doing heapify procedure. 4 is not satisfying the heapify property, so 4 and 5 will be interchanging. Sorry, 4 and 6 will be interchanging because 6 is the largest out of its children. So 6 and 4 will be interchanging. Again, you will be getting 6 as the parental node. Now 6 should be deleted. How 6 will be deleting? Interchanging, exchanging 6 with the last element in the heap, that is 2. 2 and 6 will be interchanging, and 6 will be deleting and applying heap on the remaining tree. That means exchanging root with the last key, that is 6 and 2 are interchanging. Then 6 will be deleting and then applying heapify procedure. So this will be the tree you will be getting out. 6 has deleted and it will be added into the resultant array, and then it is applying heapify based on 2. So 2 will be interchanging with 5 because 5 is the largest value out of its children. That is 5 and 4 are the value we were compared, and 5 is the larger one. So 5 and 2 will be interchanging. And again 2 will be coming over here. It is not satisfying the heap property. So 2 will be coming down and 3 will be going up. So this will be again creating a heap. Now I want to delete which one? The current root, that is 5. What all are the steps you should follow? 5 will be interchanging with the last node. So 5 and 2 will be interchanging, and then deleting the 5, that is the last element will be deleting. So remaining will be 2, 3, 4 that we will be applying heapify procedure. So 2, 3, 4 is not satisfying the heap property. So 4 will be coming up because 4 is a larger child of 2. So 4 will be coming over there and 2 will be coming into the place of 4. So now you can delete 4. So 4, 5 is added in the sorted part. Now you can delete 4. Again 4 will be interchanging, coming in the last element in the node, that is 4 and 2 will be interchanging, and 4 will be deleting. Now you will be getting 2 and 3. Again 2 is not satisfying the heap property. 2 is not satisfying the heap property. So that what we should do, again apply the heapify property or rebuild the heap. So 3 will be coming up and 2 will be coming down. So this will be the heap you have constructed. Again the larger element or the root element you should delete, that is again 3. 4 have added in the sorted list. 3 will be deleting, and 2 is the only value has left out. When you want to delete 3, you should exchange it with the last element, that means 3 and 2 will be interchanging, then deleting 3, that means 3 has taken out, only 2 will be left out. So there is no need for heapify procedure. So only 2 is left out. A of 1 to 7 is a sorted region. It's already a sorted region. A of 0 is a heap. A recursive call of a rebuild heap or heapify is not required, and we can move the only one item left out in the heap into the sorted list. Now you see the entire list is a sorted one. This is the procedure for heapify, heap sort. So first you have created the heap and you have deleted the max heap from the heap, constructed heap every time. Maximum key or root of the heap will be deleting in every time, and that will be added into the deleted array part. Regarding the analysis, two steps are there. One is heap construction, that every node one by one you are adding, so its order will be n. If the tree is having n nodes, one by one node you are adding, so the construction will be taking order of n time. And the number of key comparison, that is the deletion, will be the second step. So deletion will be applying, we are having a heapify procedure. So total log n will be the height of the tree, and each time when you are doing heapify procedure, two comparisons is the maximum comparison it's required. What are the two comparison? One is whether the exchange is required, whether the root is having already higher value than its children, that comparison. If exchange is required, which is the largest of its children, so that is the second comparison. So the heap size, that are the two comparison. So when you are deleting the heapify, the procedure should also work. For number of key comparison is Cn needed for eliminating the root keys from the heap by diminishing size from n to 2. So from n to 2, the size was reducing one by one in every step. So the general equation will be denoted like that. So it will be like n log n. For both the stages together, order of n. So you should study heap construction is order of n, and heap deletion part will be having order of n log n. So together the higher value will be taken, that is order of n log n. This will work for in best case, worst case, and average case.